Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be bringing you another video, and it's going to be kind of a regular makeup tutorial video, but with some new products. And I got a bunch of stuff, either stuff that I did show you guys in my haul from last month, or stuff that I actually just recently got in the mail that I ordered, and I'm really excited to try it. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is obviously, always and forever, my Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in the shade Light. This is my absolute favorite eyeshadow primer. I always feel like this cancels out all of my veins and discoloration so much better than other eyeshadow primers that I've tried. So what I am going to do right now is I am going to dip into the Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette with Colourpop. I have been on a Kathleen Lights binge lately with watching her videos. I love her personality. I love the brands that she loves. And honestly, now that my skin is pretty dry this winter, I'm really enjoying the routines that she shows. Anyway, this is the Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette, and I think this is gorgeous. This is kind of similar to what I mentioned to you guys in my last video, these beautiful palettes with tons of colors where you can do those bold looks that you really want to do, but at the same time it has all of those really gorgeous neutral shades. So I am going to, put some pop of color in today, but at the same time I'm going to do something kind of neutral. I even wore my purple shirt just to spice things up a little bit. Perfectly matches the palette. I'm gonna go in with this cream shade called My Precious to set my lid. I have actually tried just only, I would say, a handful of eyeshadow palettes from Colourpop in the past, and I really like their formulas. I think that they're really good. Stuff all over my face. I think that their formulas are really good. I did have one palette that I wasn't a huge fan of, and I forgot what it was called, but it came out a while ago, probably around 2 Christmases ago, and actually it was all kind of like pressed glitter shades, I guess, and I didn't like that. It was very chalky and just very grainy. I didn't like that at all, so I wasn't a huge fan of that palette, but we're gonna see if I'm a huge fan of this palette. All right, I'm going to take my blending brush. I'm gonna go into Rose Quartz here, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. This is not my favorite brush to use. I usually prefer one of my BH Cosmetics brushes or my Wet n Wild blending brushes, but they all need to be washed. Probably should have prepared ahead of time, but who does that anymore? Alright, so that was easy to blend, very pretty. I'm gonna go in with the shade Stoned here, and I'm gonna put that on the outer corner using a nice little fluffy brush, well, kind of fluffy. I'm just going to press that onto the outer corner. Wow, okay, I'm impressed. Right off the bat, I'm actually impressed by how pigmented this is. I was not expecting that at all. I thought you'd have to build it up a little bit more to get that pigmentation that you want, but pretty good, pretty good. And I'm also going to blend it with that same exact brush from before. I also don't have my favorite brushes out here at the moment, so I'm not sure how well this will blend. I'm now going to take another little kind of fluffy-ish brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Jasper. The shade right here, it's kind of like a brown kind of shade. One thing I will say about this palette is that the fallout is a bit much. There's a lot of fallout. I personally do not mind it. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I know some people do get annoyed by that, and it does get a little frustrating for them. So totally, if that's something that bothers you, this palette will probably bother you. But other than that, so far, I'm really liking this. I have to say, I'm seeing it like it's a little bit blotchy in some parts. It kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm just not using the best brush for that. This one's a little dirty, but maybe I could get that. Oh wait, oh look at that. Look at the difference between what brushes you use. That's blending it out so much better than the other brush was. This one is a Dose of Colors blending brush. This is a Dose of Colors blending brush, and I usually like this for getting deep within that crease, but I don't know, today it's not working for these shadows. These brushes from Wet n Wild are about $1 a piece, so you should get your hands on these guys because they are the real deal. They are amazing. Oh my god, there's so many beautiful purples in here. I'm having trouble figuring out which one I want to use, and I'm thinking ametrine or fluorite, maybe a mixture. Let's do this one first because I think this is prettier. So we're gonna take our finger. We're gonna take our finger. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, full out though. I'm kind of blown away by that. Now I'm going to take this beautiful shade here, Fluorite, and I'm going to also take my finger and put that in there, and I am going to, wow, these are so buttery. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner. These are so nice. This is not what I was expecting at all, honestly. I was expecting a little more chalky. Like just a little more grit to them, but I'm so happy that there is not a lot of grit to them because they are so buttery smooth and so easy to apply, and they apply gorgeously. Oh my god, look at that. Wow. I'm a little madly in love with this. Now I am just going to blend those edges one more time. I want this to look seamless. This palette gets a 1000% A+ from me. I cannot wait to do more looks with this. And if you've seen Kathleen Light's videos on YouTube, you see all of these different looks that she's created with this palette, and it is fascinating. Like she's amazing, honestly, at eyeshadow. She creates the most beautiful looks, and I honestly just, this speaks to me. That was a little dramatic, but it does. It's so pretty. I love it. All right, guys, now that we are done with that little process right there, I'm going to try out a new foundation and a new primer. So this is gonna be fun. We're gonna try out a lot of things today. It's gonna be scary and frightening, and we'll love it, hopefully. So the first thing I'm gonna go in with is my Smashbox Photo Finish Love Ritual Primer Water. I've spoken about this 3,001 times over, you know, the last 6 or 7 videos. Make it sound like I've been on YouTube for years, but I haven't. Oh wow, we've got quite a bit of fallout there. Eyeshadow first, guys. Eyeshadow first. So I'm gonna actually try out this Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer. I'm really excited to try this out. I have been dying to get more hydrating products, like hydrating foundation, and use them in the winter time. And look at this bottle, oh my god. This is just gorgeous. This frosted finish and all glass. I love this. And let's see how this applies on the skin. Immediately, I'm feeling that I was not expecting this. It's kind of like it feels like a pore filling type primer, but like I said, also hydrating. We'll see how I feel about it. I don't know how it'll apply, but apparently it goes really well with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I got it in the shade 145. I'm hoping and praying it's gonna match my skin. I don't ever know how to match myself with foundations. We'll find out. We'll find out. It looks like it'll match. So I used 2 pumps. I am going to go in with a brush on one side and a sponge on the other side because I really want to see how this applies both ways. So give it a try. I'm gonna start out with the sponge first, the brush first, not a sponge, a brush. And let's see, whoa. Whoa. We went in hardcore there. What does this smell like? I don't know. I'm dying to know what this smells like though. It's very familiar, kind of like a florally smell. I'd say immediately, this applies nicely, I'd say. So, with foundation, without. Immediately, I'll say it's full coverage, but to an extent, still see some of my little red dots coming through here from my blemishes. So, I don't know. We're gonna see how it is with the Beauty Blender on the other side. It definitely soaks up a ton of the product, which we all know Beauty Blenders love to do. They look about the same, I'd say. Maybe get a little bit more coverage with the Beauty Blender, which is funny since it soaks up product. Next thing I'm gonna go in with is concealer. This is not a new concealer. This is the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in the shade number 2. This, like I said, not a new product. I mean, it's a newer concealer, but it's not a new product to me. I have tried this before. I just did not have a new concealer to try out in this video. I'm gonna blend that out with a beauty blender because that's what I prefer, to blend out concealer. I hate using brushes. I feel like it makes me look ridiculous. I don't know how I feel about how it looks together. You know, a product I'm really excited to try out? The Pretty Fresh concealer from Colourpop. I'm so excited. I did order it. Plus, the price is right with Colourpop. Price is always right. I'm like going back and forth right now about this concealer with this foundation. I don't know if maybe it just doesn't go well together. All right, next product I'm going to try here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana. I actually got this in a Vox box from Influenster for free. They did send this to me to try out for review purposes. So obviously I'm reviewing it on my channel, and I also will be posting reviews on Anastasia's website, Sephora, and Ulta. So stay tuned for that too. This is huge, by the way. I just love how big this is. I get scared with that. I feel like it's gonna go all over the place. Dipping my sponge in there, I'm going to set my under eyes first. The first thing I'll say is that literally got rid of my pores. You guys obviously know I have to set my whole entire face. I really like how that eliminated pores. You can see a lot of my blemishes peeking through here, which is kind of a bit of a pain. I really would have hoped that the foundation would cover that up. I mean, I know you can kind of just put concealer on it, fine, but at the same time, I would have preferred the foundation to do that part, but it is what it is. And I'm just going to kind of dust off any excess powder from my face. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna go in with is bronzer. I'm actually going to take this Colourpop palette. It is one of those build your own palettes that I just recently got in the mail that I made online, and I'm so excited, guys. Oh my god, I cannot wait to try this. A lot of these are actually shades from Kathleen Light's collection. These three, they're all blushes that she created with Colourpop, and then these over here, that's a highlighter, bronzer, and a blush that's just from Colourpop's regular stuff. So I can't wait to go in with this, guys. I think this is gorgeous. This is gonna be a new, like, everyday kind of favorite, hopefully, for me. So we're gonna try it. I'm first going to take this shade here, which is actually called CA Dreaming, so California Dreaming. And this is the bronzer shade that I'm going to use to warm up my skin today. So gonna take my Milani bronzer brush, dip it into that bronzer shade, tap it off, and go in with the bronzer. Taking this down the neck, like I always love to do, because my neck is always 1,000 times lighter than the rest of me. So I take like the excess amount of it and like dust it on the rest of the face. Why? Because I just want to look really tan, because I wish I was tan. So far, really liking this bronzer. I think that this is great. I can't wait to try some of these blushes in here, but today I'm not going to try these. I'm actually going to try this NARS Free Lover Cheek Palette. I did have this in my haul video, which I believe was my second video, second or third, and I've been dying to try it out. I haven't tried it yet. I think, have I tried it yet? I don't think I tried it yet. And I'm really excited because I just dipped my finger in there. Why do I keep doing that? I'm really excited because I have been dying to try this. Now I'm trying to try this. I'm just dying to try everything. I'm going to try out this shade here, which is the shade Loves Me. I think that'll match this look really well. So I'm just going to take this Smashbox brush. I don't want to go in with a heavy hand because usually NARS blushes are very pigmented, so. And that. So one thing that kind of bothers me is how little I like this concealer right now with this foundation. I like this concealer the last time that I used it, but it was with a more like natural or matte finish foundation. I think that using it as a hydrating foundation is making it a little funky looking. Next thing I'm going to go in with is a new highlighter that I recently purchased from Ulta. This is the Pure Skin Perfecting Powder Afterglow highlighter, and I thought this was a setting powder when I bought it. It didn't say highlighter on the website. So I purchased it, got it in the mail, and was like, oh, it's a highlighter. So I swatched it, and yeah, it's a highlighter, all right. Gonna take my highlighter brush into this gorgeous highlighter. Whoa. Hello there. Okay. I'm not even going in with a heavy hand right now, guys. I'm going in with a very light hand, and this is taking over the show. that does give you a gorgeous glow to your skin. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to go in with my normal brow product, which is the Catrice Slimatic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade, I think it's 020 Medium, I think. But I'm gonna go my brows, do my brows. I'll be right back. Now that brows are completely done, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to finish up the under eye look. I'm going to go back into the So Jaded palette from Colourpop and Kathleen lights. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to get this palette, guys. No idea. And I'm going to take the shade Ametrine, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this eyeliner from Urban Decay on the lower lash line. This is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Alkaline. And like I said, it's going to go on the lower lash line. So we're going to do that now. Looks kind of pretty. The shade's a little bit like more wine colored than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. And I'm going to now go in with this brush here, go into that Ametrine shade, and I'm just going to blend that out. And now I'm going to take a little more of a fluffier brush, and I'm just going to blend out that purple shade a little bit more. And I'm going to use the shade Rose Quartz that I went in originally to do my crease shade. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to take this shade Pearl, the shade right here, Pearl, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. And I'm actually going to take my Pure highlighter and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with this. The next thing I'm going to do is prime my lips with the MAC Prep and Prime Lip Primer. Looks like this. I find that this really smooths out my lips before I apply a lip product, so I really like doing that. And I'm going to take this new lip liner that I got from KKW Beauty in the shade Classic Icon. And I got this from Ulta because Ulta now sells KKW Beauty. So this is exciting. I love KKW Beauty. And this is kind of a more like brown kind of color, but I'm here for it. KKW lip liners, and I believe it's, yeah, Kylie Cosmetics. Those are actually my two favorites. Two favorite lip liners. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm absolutely obsessed with these. They're so creamy. They apply to the lips so easily, and you can really fill them in big time with these, and I am loving this right now. I think I'm going to use this. This is the Jouer Lip Topper in the shade Saint Tropez. So I am going to use this to top off this lip liner. It kind of matches the eye look a little bit. Something I almost forgot to do, which I always forget to do because I'm just an airhead with that stuff, is use a mascara. So I'm going to take this Essence Volume Stylist Curl and Hold Mascara. So the last thing that I'm going to do is set my makeup completely, and I'm going to use my Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, the Summer Solstice version, and I'm going to try my best not to get my mascara on my little lower lash line. Oh, I got it on the lower lash line. That's a bummer. So now that is the completed look, you guys, and I am impressed by a lot of the products. I am a little disappointed that I chose this concealer to go with the foundation that I was trying today, because I should have known this is more of like a matte concealer and I was trying a hydrating foundation. So I definitely have to try this foundation out a little bit more with my hydrating concealers that I have and see how it works with that. I don't think that this was a good match for that, but all in all, I have to say I do like how everything turned out. I think that I could have built up the coverage with the foundation a little bit more. Highlighter, I think this is gorgeous too. Wow, wow, wow. I was not expecting this. Like I said, I thought it was a setting powder when I ordered it, but I probably should have read the fact that it said Afterglow highlighter. I didn't think it said highlighter. Whatever. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely going to be one that I continue to use. Love that. Really liked this blush palette from NARS. I think that this shade here looked really pretty with the eye look that I had going on today. I think this is beautiful. Honestly, this is so beautiful. I can't wait to try more of this, and look at this packaging. I mean, so nice. The KKW Beauty lip liner. I knew that I would love this lip liner because KKW Beauty has amazing lip liners. They're just so creamy, so easy to use. They just glide right on the lips, and for someone who has really dry lips, this is an amazing product. 100% something that you should invest in. Buy a ton of them. Just go nuts. Go crazy. If you have dry lips, you need that. And my little main event here, like I said, guys, I did receive this in a Vox box from Influenster. I do a ton of reviews on that website, and I honestly love doing that because it really does help other people to see whether or not they want to buy a product or not, or try it out, and it's honestly really helpful. I know that I like reading reviews, and I like seeing, oh, okay, this person has similar skin type to me, this person has, you know, similar hair color, so maybe this will work, maybe that'll work. So it really does help. I like doing the reviews. I will be posting my reviews on Sephora's website, Ulta's website, Anastasia's website, just to let everybody know what I'm thinking about this. But I do like this a lot. I feel like it really did blur out my pores because they were a lot more out there in the open before I did set my under eyes and the rest of my face. I would 100% keep going on with the banana shade. I don't think the ivory one would have worked for me. It would have been too light. This works perfectly for me. I also love the packaging and think that it's really nice, sleek, and user-friendly, because I don't like when packaging is difficult to use. I have a couple of setting powders like that drive me nuts, which I will be naming in a future video of product misses, so don't miss out on that. But yeah, so yeah, completed look, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you did like this video, don't forget to thumbs it up and subscribe. I really hope that you'll subscribe because I really enjoy making these videos and help a girl out, you know? I want to keep making them. And I'm gonna try and make 2 videos a week starting either next week or the following week. I'm probably gonna do like a Monday, Friday thing. I'm really trying to bring out more content for you guys to see because I just feel like it's better for me to keep bringing out more videos, and it's, you know, it's better that way. I like watching YouTubers who have a lot of videos on their channels, and I don't want to just bring out one a week for a really long time. So I'm gonna try and manage my time a little bit better and get those videos out to you guys as soon as possible. And I am really happy that you watched. If you did watch, I hope you loved this video or liked it or didn't hate it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like I said, let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.